Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. To throw right away is Howell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at... And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First down, Howell to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Howell throwing on first down here. Flush to his right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch. Check 50, check 50. Alert 3.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On play action, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Powell out of his own end zone. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
These two teams all tied after one. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Bills at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 2nd and 7, Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Powell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On play action, Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 68 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Howell now to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Allen. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead. Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got some space here.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Howell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now Allen again. He finds his man complete. That's Fletcher. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It seems like we have seen this a lot in his rookie year. A nice tackle for a loss.
And the more games he gets under his belt, the better he's gotten. And sometimes you worry about rookies hitting the wall. Not in this case. This young man runs right through it.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Here's Tressway now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just...
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 99 yards. And the Commanders are able to claw one back. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Cook again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's going to be a long day. Long. Bang.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 65 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Check. Round 80. Check 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Sly on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen going to go on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Yeah, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the status.